Democratic National Convention is shaken by an email leak scandal, which reveals the party conspired with mainstream media against Bernie Sanders. Merkel must go. Graffiti appears around German cities. There's 4 horrific attacks in the country. 3 of them carried out by asylum seekers spark anger at the Chancellor and her open-door policy. And French security questioned as people crossing the Channel from the UK queue for hours due to a lack of staff along the border. Thanks for joining us here on RT International. We start this hour with breaking news. 2 armed men have reportedly taken up to 6 people hostage near the French town of Rouen in Normandy. A priest, nuns and worshippers are allegedly being held by men armed with knives at the Saint-Étienne de Rouvray church. Terror units and SWAT teams have arrived at the scene. Shots have reportedly been heard. There are reports of several injuries. The motives behind the incident have not yet been established. We'll bring you the latest on this developing story, this breaking news here on RT International, the moment we get them. For now on the program, more than 50 people have been arrested outside the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia. The arrests come at a protest demanding Hillary Clinton's not proclaim the party's presidential nominee. Sanders supporters used the Bernie or Bust slogan to show who they want as president. Protesters' anger has been fueled by recent WikiLeaks revelations. The whistleblower site exposed emails from Democrat Party members showing how the Clinton team conspired against Bernie Sanders. However, the split among Democratic voters has been slammed by speakers at the convention.
Can I just say to the Bernie or Bust people, you're being ridiculous.
He's Guyane Chichikan now with more on the revelations from WikiLeaks.
Not only did the leaked emails of the Democratic Party show that the party from the beginning of the presidential race conspired against Bernie Sanders in favor of Hillary Clinton, it also gives us a glimpse into the questionable relationship the party had with the media. In one email, a CNN producer is kindly asking a Democratic Party operative what points the DNC speaker would like to make during a scheduled interview. The party operative then scrambles to offer CNN questions they could ask. Another email shows that a political writer sent his story to the DNC before he sent it to his editor. Politico just admitted doing that was a mistake. Another email reveals the party's reaction when they heard 2 anchors of an MSNBC show say the system was rigged against Bernie Sanders and that its chairwoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, should step down. Ms. Wasserman Schultz then wrote an angry email saying she spoke with the president of MSNBC to get the anchors to apologize. Other emails show exactly how the Democratic Party used its resources, including its media connections, to undermine Bernie Sanders. The revelations of bias were such that they forced Debbie Wasserman Schultz to step down from her position as party chairwoman. Hours later, as if to confirm that the party was never impartial and that it worked for Hillary Clinton from the beginning, Ms. Clinton hired Debbie Wasserman Schultz to work for her campaign. But instead of this being the main news, the Clinton campaign diverted media attention to something else.
Experts are telling us that Russian state actors broke into the DNC, stole these emails. The Russians are releasing these emails for the purpose of actually helping Donald Trump.
While Hillary Clinton and her team have failed to address the content of the leaked emails, they've made headlines saying Russia was behind the leaks. Many media outlets have picked up the Clinton campaign's attack Russia strategy and without any hard evidence began to point fingers at Russia.
The attempt to bring Russia into it is really an attempt to move away from what the emails say. You know, they want to focus on how the emails got out. They don't want to focus on the fact that what it shows is that that party, just like the other old party, is essentially run by insiders for the benefit of insiders, that favors are passed out, and people put the fingers on the scales.
Right now, the Clinton team is doing all possible to divert attention from the real scandal behind the leaks, the fact that the Democratic Party used its resources to undermine Bernie Sanders. In Washington, I'm Ganesh Chekyan, RT.
Political columnist and author Ted Rall believes that pointing the finger of blame at Russia provides a useful distraction.
Obviously, the DNC has a huge interest in trying to deflect the sordid fact that it was not the neutral party that it was supposed to be. And, you know, the thing is that they got caught in another email-related scandal. There's no evidence whatsoever that the Russian government or Russian hackers or Russian individuals had anything to do with this, or that Guccifer 2.0, the hacker, is Russian or affiliated with the Russian government. So if they have any evidence, they should do what President Kennedy did during the Cuban Missile Crisis, go on TV and present it to the public. Otherwise, they should shut up until the results of the investigation are done.
Computers of the NATO alliance were hacked by Russians.
Russian government hackers, they penetrated the DNC computer network.
Russian hackers got access to sensitive parts of the White House email system.
Well, some U.S. reporters didn't miss the chance to quiz the Russian foreign minister about the allegations of Russia's involvement in hacking the Democratic Party emails.
What do you say of the U.S. accusations that Russia hacks the Democratic Party emails?
Well, I don't want to use four-letter words.
Well, RT's Caleb Mopan asked the protesters outside the Democratic National Convention what kind of impact they expect from the WikiLeaks revelations.
Hillary is going to be our nominee.
It is time to stand up.
Give me a break, people. Give me a break.
It's time to stand up.
I hope she will be. I voted for Bernie in the primary, but it is over.
Where's the fair competition in the Democratic Party? It looks like these emails show the primary was rigged.
Well, absolutely it was rigged. I mean, it's pretty obvious from the very beginning that it was rigged. And to be honest, I don't know if it was completely rigged or if Bernie Sanders was working with Hillary Clinton the whole time to sheepdog, you know, the radical left into the Democratic Party, which to me seems more credible than an actual full conspiracy against Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders the outsider.
Democrats going to turn out and vote for Hillary Clinton when it looks like she was behind the scenes rigging things?
I think that some will turn out to vote for her, but overall, the American public will not vote at all.
What was your reaction when you saw that the Democratic National Committee was working with the media to defeat Bernie Sanders?
The Democrats are not really functioning in a democratic way for the people of this country, the way that they say that they are.
It looks like the primary was rigged, right?
I think that the whole system is rigged. I think we have a two-party system that doesn't allow people to actually express their voice, and I think that's why we're seeing so much chaos in both parties.